Hey guys, welcome back to another OBD Mastery video. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the P0016 code on a 2005-2010 Jetta 2.0 Turbo Mark V generation. We're going to bring you an introduction of what the P0016 code is, as well as the causes, symptoms, and how you could troubleshoot this code. Now, let's go ahead and start it off today's video with the introduction to the P0016 code. Now, what the P0016 code indicates is a crankshaft position sensor or a camshaft position correlation bank 1 issue in the Jetta 2.0 Turbo 2005-2010. Now what this means is the PCM has detected improper alignment between the crankshaft and camshaft positions. Such alignment can lead to engine performance issues, including a rough running or even a failure to start. So that is the introduction to the P0016 code. Now, moving on, the symptoms of the P0016 code are check engine light, which should be normal. This is basically just going to be the code flashing on your cluster. Basically, there's also the difficult to start the engine, often requiring multiple attempts in order to get started. Now the next one is going to be rough running engines. So any noticeable vibrations or shaking during the operation of your vehicle. Next up is the poor engine performance, including sluggish acceleration or power loss. Basically what that means is when you have your acceleration pedal down to the floor, you are going to be suffering a form of loss of power compared to what power used to be when you were initially actually clicking and blimping the acceleration pedal. Now there's also going to be a decreased fuel efficiency, leading to a much more frequent refilling of your fuel. Now, mechanical issues, we're going to be talking about stretched timing chains. So, a stretched timing chain can lead to improper timing alignment, causing the crankshaft and camshaft to be out of sync, which may trigger the P0016 code. So, that is one of the mechanical issues that can come up towards this code. Now, the next one's going to be a worn timing belt. So, a worn timing belt can also result in the incorrect timing. So, regular inspections and just timely replacements are essential to prevent such engine performance issues. Now next up is going to be the damaged tone rings. So slipped or damaged camshaft, crankshaft tone rings can disrupt sensor readings, leading to correlation errors between a crankshaft and camshaft positions. So next up we have the sensor and oil issues. So a faulty camshaft sensor. Now, a failing camshaft sensor can send incorrect signals to your PCM, leading to misalignment issues and triggering this code. Next up is a faulty crankshaft sensor. Now, similarly, a malfunctioning crankshaft sensor can cause miscommunication with the PCM, resulting in timing issues for a P0016 diagnosis. Now, next up is dirty or low oil. So, dirty or insufficient oil can hinder the engine's performance and timing. So, contributing to the P0016 code, regular oil changes are essential for engine health. So, we're going to be talking about how exactly can you troubleshoot this code. So starting off with checking your engine oil. Now, ensure that the engine oil is clean and at the correct level. Now, dirty or low oil can cause timing issues, which may trigger this code. So next up is the inspect timing chain and belt. Now check for any signs of a stretched timing chain or a worn timing belt. Now we've already talked about this, but still look for visible wear or damage that could affect the timing. Next up, you're going to want to examine the sensors. So inspect the camshaft or the crankshaft position sensors for damage or loose connections or even corroded connections. All right. Use a multimeter to test their functionality, see if they're getting voltage. Next up is going to be resetting the ECU. So after addressing these prior issues, reset the ECU to clear the code. This can be done with a scan tool. So this would usually just be your regular OBD2 that you can actually go ahead and clear out of. You could basically just go on ahead and do that very simply by clicking and holding the delete button, which is going to prompt you if you want to delete the code. And then you're going to go ahead and click the delete button once more to permanently delete the code. And then you're going to want to disconnect the battery. If you don't have a scan tool, this will actually get rid of the OBD2 code on your DTC. So pretty much you're going to want to just do the whole entire ECU reset. And yeah, so next up is going to be the preventative measures to ensure that this never happens again, so you don't get this code anymore. You're going to want to regularly check and change the engine oil to ensure it's clean and at the proper level. Also make sure that it is at the right viscosity. Viscosity is super important, so you don't want too thin of an oil. You might want somewhere in the middle to where it tunes up to your car's preference. Perform routine inspections of the timing chain. We've already went through all of this, so this is kind of like a reflection, but just ensure that your timing chain is all right. Ensure that there is no form of bad tension. Next up, you're going to want to regularly test the camshaft and crankshaft sensors for functionality to prevent miscommunication. Now keep an eye on the oil control valve and ensure that it is functioning correctly to maintain a proper oil flow. Now, if it is up to you, schedule periodic maintenance checks with a professional mechanic to catch potential issues early. Now, if you're having an issue with the P0016 code and you're having a really hard time getting down to the middle of it, I would highly recommend that you look forward and hire a specialist professional mechanic to take on this, as it could be many scenarios, so you kind of have to have a problem solving mindset in order to get this done. But basically that's it for today's video. If you guys found this video helpful on P0016 code, please consider leaving a like on the video, subscribing to the OBD Mastery channel, where on this channel we post lots of OBD codes in depth. But with that said, if it helped you out, comment down below if it did. Thank you guys for watching today's video, and we will see you all for the next one.